a decisive victory, but we shall no longer give the ANC a blank check in this regard.
All right, let's take you back to one of our leading stories then this afternoon, the story on the farm murder case. Let's cross to our reporter who has been outside the court in Piet Retief, Tumelo Machogo. Earlier on, a very good afternoon to you, first of all. Tumelo, of course, you were outside the court. We saw you surrounded by some angry residents of the area. Where are you now and what's happening?
Well, Flo, we are at the family of the two men that were allegedly shot and killed by the four men who are appearing this morning in court. Right behind me is actually the Premier from Mpumalanga, Ms. Resifilo, and also the MEC of Safety in the province, Mr. Vosishong, where they are currently meeting with the family here in Piet Retief. Actually, this is quite a rural area, and also these people, they live in this rural area. So the Premier and the MEC have come here to pay their respect to the family and also to hear how the family is doing right now. But let's speak quickly to Sibongile Mkalimpolweni. She is the spokesperson of the Premier. Sibongile, just talk to us about why is the Premier and also the delegation from government here today?
Well, the Premier is very much saddened by the incident, the loss of life, and she is here to get a report from the police as to what exactly happened and to make sure that such cases are not left alone. At this stage, well, we don't know if it's a racism case or it's a criminality, but she's spoken to the police as well as the MEC for community safety that they should investigate the case and look at the criminal element of it and also leave no stone unturned. She is here today to speak to the family, to also offer support. We understand that this is not the first incident in the area. She's also getting that report, after which she will then talk to you guys and explain exactly what is happening in this area and what are the interventions that they as government will bring.
And also, Sibongile, it's quite a rural area. These people, they were actually going to seek job when they got shot and killed. And we can see this is like an impoverished community, family. I wonder if you guys have been able to speak to them. How are they going to manage to bury these two men?
Well, the Premier is here with the MEC for community safety as well as the MEC for social development. That is why she has brought these three MECs here, because the one for social development was going to look at the social services in terms of giving the family counseling and what are they needing in terms of helping maybe with the burial and all those social services. And then the police side, she wants to make sure that the case is investigated properly and fairly to get to the bottom of what exactly is happening in this farming area. Because this is a farming area, remote areas of Mpumalanga, and we've heard these cases before of such clashes between the farmers and the dwellers that are living in this area. This is something that she wants to zoom in onto as to what are the causes. Is it criminal? Is it racism? That's why she's here today.
And also, Sibongile, like now the four men have not been given bail. They are remanded in custody now. But we know this kind of incident, they happen quite frequent, especially in this area. And obviously, the Premier would want this incident to kind of stop because it's only dividing people at this stage.
That is why she came here personally to hear what are the stories that are happening here. Not only this one, she's being briefed. She was briefed earlier on at the police station because she went there to make sure that the police are also doing their job, because some of these cases they get lost in the way because somehow something didn't go well. So that's why she is here to make sure that all those things are followed to the latter, and also to hear from the family as to what exactly happened and how is the situation in this farming area here. What is the environment? How are they treating each other? And then that's where then a more enforcement or government services will be brought in to try and bring the two parties together in terms of the farmers and the dwellers.
Oh, fantastic. Sibongile, thank you so much for speaking to us. That was Bongile Mkalimpolweni speaking to us about the why the Premier and the government delegation, they are here to speak to the family today. Flo, also just take you back to the court case also. The four men are remanded in custody so that the investigating officer, they can finalize their investigation. We know that they're still waiting for the ballistic report that from the two guns that were confiscated on Friday after the incident. So they are just waiting for those ballistic reports so that they can finalize the investigation. But the case will, the bail application will be heard again on Monday in the Piet Retief Magistrate Court.
All right, thank you very much, Tumelo Machogo. We'll certainly be catching up with you throughout as you get more information for us as to what is happening in Piet Retief. That is Tumelo Machogo for us in Mkhondo and Mpumalanga in the rural area of Piet Retief, where the case has been postponed against the 4 men who are charged with murder of the 2 men in that area. We understand that they had been looking for jobs. We'll certainly be getting more information as to what exactly occurred on the day. The Premier is there at the moment speaking to the family of the 2 deceased individuals. Spongile speaking on behalf of the Premier there. All right, let's take a look at what we can expect weather-wise. I'll be back after this.